Since ages, tales of sunken treasures have captured the imaginations of adventurers and historians alike. From famous pirate treasures to ships sinking with valuable stuff on board, the oceans are like giant treasure chests waiting for someone to find them. Each sunken treasure has its unique story to tell. Some were lost during brutal battles between rival ships, while others were the spoils of infamous pirates who roamed the high seas searching for treasures. In this video, we will talk about the top 10 biggest sunken treasures ever discovered. Be it shiny treasures from old Spanish ships or secret treasures from ancient civilizations, this video has covered it all. So let's begin. Number 10. Antira Wreck. In 1900, some Greek divers found a really old shipwreck near Antira. This wreck is from around 2,000 years ago, back when the Romans ruled. Among the cool stuff they found there was this thing called the Antira mechanism. It's like an ancient computer that amazed experts because it could follow the stars and predict space events. This device showed how smart the people back then were and how much they knew about science and tech. But that's not all. There were also heaps of other goodies down there, like statues, pots, and sparkly jewelry. Archaeologists and history buffs are still going crazy over everything they're uncovering, piecing together clues about ancient trade routes and how people lived way back then. Number 9. San Jose. Back in 1708, there was this big, fancy Spanish ship called the San Jose. It was loaded up with heaps of treasure from South America, like piles of silver, gold, and emeralds. But sadly, during a fight with British ships off the coast of Colombia, the San Jose went down. For more than 300 years, people wondered where all that treasure went. Then, in 2015, guess what? They found it. Yep, it was lying at the bottom of the ocean this whole time. That treasure isn't just valuable, it's worth billions of dollars. So now everybody's pumped, trying to find out more about it. It's like a true treasure hunt, showing us how crazy rich the Spanish were back in the day. Pretty mind-blowing, right? Number 8. Nuestra Señora de Atocha. In 1622, the Nuestra Señora de Atocha, a Spanish ship, was sailing from the Americas to Spain when it encountered a powerful hurricane off the coast of Florida. The ship, carrying a valuable cargo of gold, silver, and precious gems, sank during the storm. For over 350 years, the location of the Atocha remained a mystery. Then, in 1985, Mel Fisher and his team finally discovered its wreckage. Among the treasures recovered were gold bars, silver coins, and emeralds, estimated to be worth over $400 million. The discovery of the Atocha's riches remains one of the most significant finds in maritime history, shedding light on the lucrative trade routes of the Spanish Empire during the 17th century. Number 7. Galley. Originally a slave ship, the Galley was captured by notorious pirate Captain Samuel Black Sam Bellamy in 1717. Black Sam and his crew were big-time pirates. They raided more than 50 other ships and grabbed lots of treasures. But then, a huge storm hit the Whydah and sank off Cape Cod's coast. Then, in 1984, a guy named Barry Clifford found the wreck underwater. He discovered the precious treasure of Galley, like cannons and gold coins down there. And guess what? It's worth over $400 million. So finding the Whydah is like finding a real treasure chest besides shedding light on the infamous era of piracy. Number 6. Vasa. In 1628, Sweden built a strong warship called the Vasa. They wanted it to be a big deal in their navy. However, a tragic incident happened, and on its very first trip out, the Vasa sank in Stockholm's harbor. Turns out there were some big mistakes in how it was built. Fast forward to 1956, some people find the Vasa at the bottom of the harbor, and it's still in really good shape. This is a big deal because it helps us understand how they built ships way back in the 17th century, and how they fought battles at sea. When they brought up the Vasa, they found lots of stuff still on it, like cannons, weapons, and things that belonged to the sailors. It's like a time capsule that gives us a peek into the past, helping us piece together what happened to this unlucky ship and its crew. Number 5. SS Central America. During a violent hurricane, the SS Central America, dubbed the Ship of Gold, sank off the Carolinas coast in 1857. People called it the Ship of Gold because it was carrying a huge amount of gold, which was over 3 tons. This gold was mined during the California Gold Rush and was supposed to go to New York. Tommy Thompson and his team found the wreckage of the SS Central America deep in the ocean in 1988. A whole bunch of gold bars and coins were found dunked down in the sea. This treasure was worth more than $150 million. This discovery gives us a peek into what life was like during the gold rush. Number 4. Cyprus Treasure. In 2015, a diving club off the coast of Caesarea, Israel, found something amazing. It was a bunch of ancient old gold coins. There were over 2,000 of them, and they were each more than 1,000 years old. This treasure is the biggest ever found in Israel. It's got researchers all excited because they're trying to figure out where the coins came from and what they can tell us about the past. It's like getting a sneak peek into the history of the area and how people lived way back when. Number 3. Titanic. Back in 1912, there was this super fancy ship called the RMS Titanic. People thought it was invincible, but on its very first trip from England to America, it hit an iceberg and sank. However, in 1985, Dr. Robert Ballard found the Titanic's wreck deep in the ocean. It was a big deal because it showed us what the ship looked like and what happened to it. Everyone was excited as it was like finding a time capsule from over 100 years ago, all the way to the bottom of the ocean. Even though the Titanic's history is super important, there's still a lot of stuff down there that we haven't seen, like jewelry and personal items belonging to the passengers. But because it's so deep underwater and hard to reach, getting to those treasures is tough. So for now, they remain a mystery just out of our reach. Number 2. SS Lentic. During World War I in 1917, a British ship called the SES Lentic was sailing near Ireland when it hit German mines and sank. The ship was carrying a really valuable cargo gold bars worth over £5 million back then. After the sinking, some of the gold was found, but there's still around £14 million worth of gold missing. People have been wondering where it could be all these years, sparking lots of talk about hidden treasure. It's like a real-life mystery that keeps people guessing. Number 1. SS Republic. In 1865, there was a ship called the SS Republic. It sank because of a big storm near Georgia. The ship was really important because it was carrying a lot of money, coins and currency meant to help rebuild the South after the Civil War. In 2003, a group called Odyssey Marine Exploration found the wreck of the SS Republic. Inside, they found more than 51,000 coins and 14,000 other things. It gives us a special look into how hard things were economically after the Civil War and how people were trying to rebuild. The stuff they found is worth over $75 million. Hope you enjoyed watching my video on the top 10 biggest sunken treasures ever discovered. There is still a sense of curiosity and excitement surrounding these discoveries, from gold-laden ancient ships to modern cargo ships carrying valuable cargo. Waiting for the next upcoming marine discoveries? Me too. In the meantime, let me know what video you'd like me to make for you in the comments section. We'll love to hear.